Women in the SADC region are also working hard to tap into opportunities that are available on the continent and around the world.
I started around the time when there was a lot of focus. My company was focusing at the time in audit and advisory services. So it was a young women-owned organization. It was a very technical organization. Fast forward 5 years, or no, maybe more, 10 years, in 2012, I merged with a company called Segela to form Segela Xabiso. We were still focusing on audit and advisory services. I mean, when I talk about advisory services, we do things like internal audit, forensic audit, performance improvement, and the like. And as you rightfully said, at the beginning of this year, we're proud that we've become a member of Protivity. This is a global consulting firm that has got a presence in over 25 countries and has got over 85 offices worldwide. So we represent them in South Africa.
She's confident about her company's potential to access both the continental and global markets.
The biggest benefit of being a member of Protivity is that it gives us that global scale in terms of access to resources. And when I talk about resources, I'm talking about the people, I'm talking about the technical resources. So now that we've become a member of Protivity, we can actually do projects in South Africa and outside of South Africa. For instance, one of the recent projects, we were doing work for an airline. It's got offices in Brazil, in America, and in Nigeria. We were able to take on that job. So our membership as a Protivity member allows us to be able to tackle such global projects, both in the continent and outside of the continent.
But how have the challenges facing the audit profession affected business?
What has really happened in our profession in the last 18 to 24 months has really been unfortunate. I think as people operating in the profession, we've taken stock as the profession, and we've said, you know, there's practices that have happened that should not have happened. I think the current situation we are in has also given us an opportunity as a profession to reflect whether we are still fit for purpose in an environment that is rapidly changing, and with change comes with different demands. I don't think we need to throw the baby with the bath water. There is still a lot of value that our profession can bring to the table. What has happened, and as a profession, like I indicated, we've acknowledged that there have been some shortcomings. However, collectively as the profession, we've put measures in place, and I suppose some of the outcomes of these commissions you're talking about are going to give us further guidance into some of the measures that we need to be putting in place to mitigate against such behaviors in the future.
Women around the world face similar challenges, and Dhlamini's advice to them is to remain resilient.
There is so much support for women when they're doing things at a micro scale. There is no expectation that a woman can want to lead a mega organization. I saw it even in my own experience that, you know, when I was a small organization, I was a 5 million organization, I was starting out, the support was phenomenal. Everybody wanted to make sure that I succeed because I was micro. The minute I said, I want to play with the big boys, that's when the problems started. That's when I started getting a sense that there's conversations that people are not comfortable having with me. Conversations that they would rather have with a man.
Gender equality seems to be the biggest challenge women are facing. Sophie Mokoena, SABC News, Johannesburg.